Uh, Funny phone Saturday, uh, Friday. Um, so I wish this was my story, but it's not. But I heard it and thought it was a pretty cool story. So there's a phone sales guy. He's making his calls one right after another, and he gets a hold of one of these cranky uh, people that's get tired of getting these calls, and I have to admit that um, right now because of my age, I'm getting multiple calls uh, for Medicare. Seems like so many I can't even hardly handle. But anyway, so back to the point with this because it is a funny story. So the phone solicitor calls up a potential um, customer, and he starts off with his spill, and the guy says, he says, "Man, just quit calling me." And of course, the sales guy's being persistent, and he's following through with the rest of his script, and he's coming through, and the guy finally just starts blasting the guy, and he's calling him every name in the book you could possibly think of. I don't have to name them, but first one starts with an N, and the second word with an F, and uh, begins with it, and then there's an S and an O and a B, and calling him all kinds of different things, and he's just going on and on and on, and he's saying, "Listen, I've been telling you for months now to quit calling me because you're not going to get anything out of me, and we're done." And the sales guy says, "Dad?" And so anyway, so that's kind of the joke, but it's not a joke. It really did happen. I just wish it were my story to be able to tell, but I just thought it was pretty funny. That, and the rest of that story is according based on from who I heard it from. That the guy on the other end just started cracking up laughing, and even to the point where he said, "Okay, what are you selling?" And he let him do his spill, and it doesn't matter if you're on the phone making sales or if you're doing it in person. You really do have to break up. It's breaking that cycle by and there's different ways of doing that. But when somebody is giving you an objection, of course you want to acknowledge that objection. You want to agree with them. You know, you call here too much. Hey, I agree with you. You're right. Uh, um, quit calling me. Got it. Understand. Um, your price is too high. I've heard that before. You're right. Always agree with them with their objection. And then you can always come back with, "Can I ask you a question?" And so it's not so much, and I guess the other part to the moral to that story is, and it is a funny phone call, but the other moral to that story is to not take things personal. As a salesperson, sometimes we want to take things personal, and it's really not in your best interest to do, especially as a salesperson, because you don't know what that other person's going through. And so timing just may be wrong. And so I hope you have a great rest of your Friday. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. And I hope you had a lot of fun with me on this. When I was told that story, I was cracking up laughing. I love that. So anyway, if it doesn't crack you up, at least it did me. Hope you have a great day. Talk to you.